everyone, welcome back to another episode of 30 Days to Duke. I'm Jess.
And I'm Steve.
And today we're going to check out Hart House, where President Price and his wife Annette live.
Now here they have a couple dogs too.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Hi, welcome. I'm Annette.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Great to meet
Come
you.
on in. Vince, the students are here.
Hi, Jess. Good to see you.
Hey, you too.
We were just out playing with the dogs.
Aw.
They're pretty excited. Why don't you come on in?
Thanks.
And don't mind them. Welcome to Hart House. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
We live right here on campus, and we love it. Annette and I, we can walk to exercise over at Wilson in the mornings. The dogs have room to run around. And it's great to have students here, a fall ice cream social, which is a lot of fun. We have Duke Conversations dinners at the house. It's always been a joy being a part of a university campus, but to live on a university campus is fantastic. So welcome.
Thank you.
Wait, well, speaking of living on campus, what are some of your favorite spots on campus?
It's a gorgeous campus, lots of incredible places, the gardens, but I have to say, my office overlooks Able Quad and the chapel, and it's always a delight just to see that part of campus, to see it through all 4 seasons, students coming and going. It's really the heart of the campus and a crossroads. It would have to be Able Quad.
Amazing. And I see you have your 2 dogs here with you.
That's right.
Where are some of your favorite places to walk them around campus?
We regularly walk around the Bueller Trail, which circles the golf course on campus, which is great. All around West Campus, short and longer loops depending upon how long they've been cooped up in the house. And we like to walk down Campus Drive and make it over to East Campus as well. So we cover a lot of territory. They're good walkers.
So what do you think is the most unique aspect of Duke's campus?
We have the best students. I think you'll agree. But it's an extraordinary community of students, faculty, and staff. People collaborate here, they get along. We're a young institution relative to our peers, and I think there's a kind of a sense of ambition, a willingness to experiment. People are open-minded here. And what that translates into is a capacity to do interdisciplinary research for students who want to be part of Bass Connections projects. We do that kind of work, which I think is more important now than ever before, better than any of our peers.
President Price, what is your favorite Duke memory so far?
Basketball is a big part of culture at Duke, and there have been so many great moments, but honestly, at one of the halftimes, I ran into a student and he stopped me and he said, you know, you gave me some advice when I first met you, and it's been great advice. And I thought maybe he's confusing me with somebody else at first. But he told me what I told him then. He said, you told me I should make a list of everything I'm doing and eliminate 25% of it. And I knew he was telling the truth because I give this advice quite a bit. And he said, you know, I did that this semester. I cut back on what I was doing, and it made all the difference. It's been my best semester ever. And I just love that. To have that kind of a relationship with students, and it's just an accident, made what is always a special moment, a game at Cameron, that much more special.
That's so great. I know I could definitely use that advice. So.
We could all use that. I give this advice because I try to take that advice.
Right. So along the same vein, what is some other maybe advice or general tidbits of information you would give to incoming first years?
The first thing I'd say is you're new to campus. It seems so strange in a lot of ways, and that's fantastic. It's not to be a point of concern. You just should dive right in. And in fact, I'd say holding on to that sense of newness, of, you know, once you get to know a place and it starts to feel like home and it's comfortable, that's when you have to remind yourself that maybe you're starting to fall into a rut and you need to get out and explore. Being new is an awesome state to be in, and the challenge is to hold on to it. So that'd be one piece of advice. The second one would be to reach out, get to know people, and definitely ask for help if you need it. Again, this is a community of people who've done a lot of things, and there's a tendency sometimes for all of us to feel like, my gosh, these students are so impressive, or these faculty are so impressive. I'm not sure I measure up. You absolutely measure up, right? You belong here. Every student belongs here, and so just ask for help. And what you discover is people will give you help. People just have to take that step. of reaching out for help. And the final piece of advice, I give it all the time because it's the most important piece of advice I can give. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. None of us get enough sleep. And so much depends upon being healthy. If you just focus on one thing, which is get some sleep, right, Scott? A lot of great things follow.
What is something that you hope for new students?
I hope every student has an awesome experience and that sense of feeling that that choice of coming to Duke was the perfect choice. But I also hope that at times they sort of doubt it. In other words, there are going to be bumps in the road, and I hope that people have, you know, not major setbacks, but minor setbacks, and learn and grow and develop from that. Because each time that happens, your sense of comfort with who you are, your sense of confidence that you're on the right trajectory, it builds. Right? I think Scott agrees.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate
Yes,
it.
we do.
Thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing and for wearing so much Duke blue. It is without question the only shade of blue in my book. Yeah.